There certainly are violent and disturbing images in this game. I miss kind of little warnings like this. Horror games used to have this. Well, Resident Evil and Silent Hill did, but that's neither here or there. Hello guys, Richard G234 here, and well, you saw yesterday's video. We're taking a trip back to Silent Hill once more. This Silent Hill was the first proper Let's Play I ever did. I did do like a Let's Play of the Left 4 Dead custom campaign of Silent Hill with a friend of mine at the time, but that doesn't really count. This was the first proper game Let's Play that I did. I did start one for Silent Hill 2, but I never finished this. So I thought for my 10th anniversary, well, I'm a good few days late, but to celebrate my 10 years on YouTube, I thought, why not do kind of a redux of the only Let's Play I ever completed, and to see if I can sort of still do it. Don't take this as me going back to doing Let's Plays. This is just a once-off thing for a bit of fun, just to see if I'm if I can do it. So, but yeah, wow. It's been a long time since I played this game actually, so this is perfect. I've been wanting to come back to it, so it's great that you and I, dear viewer, get to experience this together for the first time in quite a while. I love this opening FMV. Kind of does a great job of kind of giving you an idea of some of the characters you're going to meet on your journey and establishing a few things. Of course, we have the police cop. Always have the police cop in a horror story. And we have a nurse and a doctor. The nurse seems very angry about something. And we're getting the cop kind of riding alongside our car. And the nurse is very happy now. That's nice. I love the opening track here as well. Just this game just oozes style. And I mean, this was 1999. This game is 21 years old now, it's old enough to drink, which is insane. So to give you a bit of context, we're Harry Mason, the chap driving the car, and that's our daughter Cheryl. And, well, the police cop has disappeared, but Harry's like, just keep driving. She's probably fine. Don't need to worry about it. Nothing wrong. Oh, and girl appearing on road, and off we go. I maintain a good record. 61 crashes and not a single fatality. Can't believe I did that. I made a reference to that, and that's probably the wrong number anyway. Okay, so, just to establish a few things. So I'm playing this via the EPSXE emulator, which is having a few weird problems. It stutters. That's kind of the main thing. I've tried to fix it every way I can, but I've tried different emulators. All of them are just frustrating to use, so I just stuck with this. It seems to be working okay now, but just to warn you in advance, there might be a few stutters here and there. I'm also using my Xbox One pad, and it's near my headset, so you're probably going to hear me tapping buttons, so just to quickly warn you, there might be a few noises in the background. But other than that, let's get the show on the road. We're going to play it on normal. It's my first time actually playing through this game on normal, so... I love how he just wakes up in the car, no bruises or anything. He's fine, like, considering he just had a massive crash, he's fine. I mean, other than the fact his DualShock has now done a runner on him, I think, by all accounts, I call that a win. And now, we trudge deep into the fog. We need to go find our daughter. Very simple objective. Let's go do it. Run into the black void of the loading screen. And here we are in the game proper now. Cheryl, where are you? Strange. It's quiet. Too quiet. This place is like a ghost town. It's a ghost car. There are ghost cars all around this place, Cheryl. Yeah, that was a really random reference. You're going to be hearing me doing a lot of random references to try and fill the dead air. God, this game looks really impressive considering, this was like a fully 3D open enough environment, a bunch of environments really. As I said, fully 3D, like Resident Evil was still using pre-rendered backgrounds. This is mighty impressive for the time. Oh no, it appears Cheryl has been kidnapped by the king of FMV. He never forgave us for dissing Night Trap. And now to uncharacteristically run away from my dad. Without saying a word.
Where are you going? Hey, wait! Stop!
The music is very ominous, so you know You know something's about to go down. So let's chase her into the fog. I remember once seeing, I think actually, there's a way of like glitching Cheryl so that she'll just stay where she is. Essentially, in a way, ending the game. I saw it on YouTube once years ago and it was I thought it was pretty funny. Beware of dog. Why? Like, is it a really vicious dog? I mean, could it attack? Oh. Oh, okay, I get it. That makes sense. I mean, it's an animal carcass, I mean, it's bad, but I mean, like, we'll be fine, surely. Like, there's a siren in the background. I'm sure nothing to worry about right now. Okay, I mean, it gets dark out. We still have a form of light. We have our lighters, so it could be worse. Could be worse. A busted wheelchair, okay. Starting to get worse now a little bit. Okay, a body on a gurney. And blood. Hope it's not Chris's blood. Okay, things are... Okay, we're in a bad spot. Okay, bloody chunks and torsos on the ground. That's not great. Okay, yeah,
What's going on here?
Apparently, Toby Hooper's been here. And we're being run away from the monsters. Ooh, juke. We can escape. Oh! Their mate Jeff caught up to us. Run! And chain link fence. Oh well. I guess, we have chosen death. Game over. But the good thing is, that was supposed to happen. I wasn't pulling a DSP or anything. That was supposed to happen, thankfully. See? He's fine. All good. And hey look, it's the police bike lady from earlier. I hope she's friendly. Guess we'll find out.
Was I dreaming?
Possibly, if this is a Black Mirror episode, sure.
How do you feel?
Oh, like I've been run over by a truck. But I'm alright, I guess.
Glad to hear it. You from around here? Why don't you tell me what happened?
Good luck, Harry. Explain.
Wait a second, I'm just a tourist.
Actually, good defense. Best defense you could ever use.
I came here for a vacation. I just got here.
It holds up in court. No one can touch you on that. If you're a tourist, you're covered.
I don't know what happened. I'd like to find out myself.
I love how dismissive she is now with the next line.
Uh-huh.
I love how dismissive she sounds with that.
Have you seen a little girl?
Ah, yes, the famous line.
Just turned 7 last month.
Lines
Short,
here.
black hair.
Have you seen the little girl? Just turned 7 last month.
My daughter.
Sorry.
She also, her
The only
textures
person I've seen in
tend
this
to
town is
pixelate
you.
and warp random moments. It's kind of
Where is everybody?
a result of being on this console.
I'd tell you if I knew,
This
believe
console, the
me.
PlayStation.
But from
Or
what
in
I
this
can
case,
tell,
emulated on a computer.
something bizarre's going on. That's all I know.
Something bizarre is going on. The guy commentating on this whole thing is making terrible jokes.
What's your name?
Talking over the cutscene.
Harry. Harry Mason.
Sybil Bennett. I'm a police officer from Brams, the next town over.
Her initials are CB, like the radio.
The phones are all dead, and the radio too.
Big Ben, this is the rubber duck.
I'm going back to call in some reinforcements.
The police cops, plural. And I love Harry's like, don't care, leaving.
Hold it.
My
Where do
stern,
you think you're
warped
going?
face judges
My
you.
daughter. I've got to find her.
No way.
She's taking a power stance, you know she's serious now.
It's dangerous out there.
It's dangerous to go alone.
In that case, I need to find her now. Cheryl's my little girl. I can't just leave her out there by herself.
Have you got a gun?
If I said yes, will you arrest me?
No.
Probably the safe thing to say, even if you did have one.
Take this.
What I'm about to do breaks
Hope you
every
don't have
rule
to
in the
use it.
handbook, but take it. I hereby
Now listen to
deputize
me.
you. Because that's what happens,
Before
right?
you
You get
pull the
given a gun
trigger,
by a cop,
know
you're
who you're
deputized.
shooting.
At least I think that's how it works.
And don't do it unless you have to. And don't go blasting me by mistake.
Love how she had to put that in there.
Got it?
If you have to say that to someone, should you really be giving a gun to them?
Yeah, thanks.
Like how he loads the gun
Do
as he
best to stay
puts it into his
nearby.
pocket?
I'll
He's just
be
gonna
back with
fight. He
help
just
as
goes
quick as I
off while he puts it
can.
in his pocket. Sorry. Fires really close to his leg. Okay. And now we are in control. So let's pick up all the useful stuff here on the counter, because we're going to need it. We got a health drink, a flashlight, and we got the map, which is going to be very important. Trust me. It's basically like the most essential tool. And I forgot to equip the gun, because otherwise we're not going to be able to fight if push comes to shove. We're also going to pick up over here a kitchen knife, which if I turn and actually pick it up, it's not a very useful weapon, but you know, it's just nice to have, just to say we have it. Okay, let's get out of here. Oh, the radio's tuned to 98.9 static FM.
What's that?
White noise 24/7.
Huh. Radio. What's going on with that radio?
I'm gonna go and examine this radio. It's as if it'll be important later. Smashy smashy. Oh dear. Right, it's time for a trial by combat. Gotcha.
This is not a dream. What's happening to this place?
Well, things just, in the words of Martin Lawrence, shit just got real. Right, let's pick up the old radio, because we're gonna need it. And let's be on our way. So first, obviously, we'll need to go to the alley, because that's where Cheryl Watts was. So we don't have any other clues. But we're not going to go there. We're not going to go there just yet, because you see in the upper right there, there's a convenience store. We're going to go there first because there's a load of health items we can get there, which will be very useful. And to the side here, bullets. I always remember this because every time I play this game, always go for these. So I can reload my gun here. And we're all set to go. Okay, so make sure I face the right direction, because so many times I face the wrong direction, so it's this way. Yes, okay. I don't want to look like a Burke while recording this. Well, I'll do that in other ways, but at least I want the one thing to go right is my sense of direction. So I'm going to constantly be checking the map. I do this when I play the game normally. I'm not doing this just to make sure that I don't show myself up here. I genuinely do when I play any of these games because I get so hopelessly lost. I've played these games so many times, but I get lost. It's why in real life, you know, I'm the worst person to ask if you're, you know, if you're asking me for directions. I'm the worst. I've had numerous instances, you know, living here in Cork, that I've been asked the direction. Like I remember one time I was asked, you know, where the train station is. I know where it is. I'm just very terrible at describing how to get there. Like I was convinced that the guy I can't remember what exactly I said to him, but I'm pretty sure I sent him up the wrong path. I thought I was sending him like through a certain road, but I think I described it as the way I said it was kind of wrong. So I always wonder what happened to him. I hope he sounded like he had to catch a train pretty quickly. So I hope hope he got his train. I guess we'll never know. That was like 2 or 3 years ago now at this point, so I guess we'll never know. It's one of life's great mysteries. Streets are pretty big, which is why there's no point in fighting enemies here unless you really have to. Because you can just use the roads here just to maneuver your way out of the enemy's attack. Even with those kind of bird-like things, I believe they're called air screamers. All you have to do is just keep doing this. Just like shuffle, like that. Just turn. Not even shuffle, just do a turn. Just do a little turn, like a little kind of curve, like, and you're fine. It's like a little. So we're just gonna hold the square button. Well, technically the X button here on my Xbox pad. Great synergy that we have going here. I'm playing a PlayStation 1 game on a computer, and I'm using an Xbox pad to control this. What a world we live in. Platform wars? Forget it. Who needs them? We can all live in perfect harmony. Why can't we? Okay, so we're going to pick up the more pistol bullets, and over here we're obviously going to get our first clue, but also we've got a steel pipe, which is a much more useful melee weapon, though I never really use it. Pistol will usually get you by just fine as long as you don't go firing it like a madman.
Isn't this Cheryl's sketchbook? She's at the school.
Well, looks like we're going back to school. Oh, me and this school in particular, we have a lot of history. We have a good bit of history. There's a story that I think I've told like a dozen times to people that I'm not going to tell you right now. I'm going to save it because I got to have some reason to make you guys come back. So, yeah, that's meant to be Harry there on the cover with the oversized beach ball. Not even a beach ball. Is it like it looks like an apple or an apricot? It looks bizarre. It's got like two sausages that look like they have a growth on them. To be fair though, it's better than what I can't even draw at all. Like I draw even stick figures wrong. So I mean, I'll be fair to Cheryl. She was 5 years old. I'm 23 and I still can't draw. I still draw worse. I draw even worse than that. So you know, it's all a perspective thing. Anyway, so the beware of dog also had a double meaning there, because not only did it mean the carcass behind the gate, but it also means the dogs here that are horribly trying to maul our face off. Okay, so our next location that we're going to go to is we're going to go to 11th Street over here. Well, technically we're going on to Matheson Street first, the end here, because there's a particular note we need to find that will tell us where to go next. Because if we try to go to this particular location, it's a doghouse. We can't look inside the doghouse to get the key we need because we need to go inside a house. So we have to work to the game's logic. See, hey, it's just saying a little hello there to Dave as he flew right past. I name all the monsters. Dave, Jeff, Curly Joe, Swinky. Swinky, what? Oh, I frighten myself when I attempt to be really funny. It's not funny, it's just... I apologize. Okay, so this is what we were looking for. Doghouse, 11th Street. So now we can go back to 11th Street, and we can get that key. Because if we don't, Harry will just stare, if you try to interact with the doghouse, he'll just say, it's a doghouse, but there are no dogs around. Even though there are dogs around. And just the dog just shoves right into our butt as we're trying to examine this doghouse. And just avoid the dogs as they try to horribly kill us. Reminds me of that old viral video with the barking dog man, the Australian guy. They came bounding over. I only recently saw that for the first time. That video is ancient. I had heard of it, but I never watched it until my friends and I were in a Discord chat a couple of nights ago. And I don't remember what we were talking about exactly, but it came up or something, and it reminded my friend of that. He posted the video in chat, and I watched it, and I was like, "This is amazing! Why is it taking me so long to watch this?" Anyway, that's just a complete non sequitur. Right, so there are 3 locks here. We need to get through this door. So how do we find the keys? Boom! There's a map here. It tells us where the keys are, so we can go get them, which is fan-doodly-tastic. Unfortunately, though, we won't be getting them in this part. I'm gonna call it quits for here, and I'll see you all in the next part. So until then, take it easy, folks.